If you want to get in contact with me, the best way to do it is on Instagram. If you just want to say what up, if you want to tell me you love my videos, you can tell me that you hate my videos, but the best way to do that is on Instagram. Peace, y'all. Jonny Fastlane here. So, Fat Joe calls Irv Gotti a sucker. Let's talk hip hop. Peace, y'all. It's your boy Jonny Fastlane here. So this situation is crazy, right? Because recently, Irv Gotti was on Drink Champs and he was talking his shit, right? He spoke about Ashanti and talked about how he had a relationship with Ashanti back in the early 2000s, right? Like 2001, 2002, right? And that whole situation is crazy because he basically was acting like keep in mind he was drunk, but it sounded like he was kind of heartbroken a little bit about the things that went down between him and Ashanti, right? He kept calling Ashanti a bitch, but he wasn't like, yo, fuck that bitch. It wasn't nothing like that. It was more like, and then I found out the bitch was with Nelly when everybody else did too, right? Which is crazy because he was still referring to her as a bitch, right? So of course Fat Joe saw this, and he's like, yo, whatever you had going on between yourself and Ashanti was 20 years ago, and you a sucker for calling her a bitch and all that stuff like that, right? And it was crazy as hell because Fat Joe was then like, yo, why am I defending Ashanti? I'm not even a guy to defend Ashanti. Ja Rule should be doing that, so he called out Ja Rule as well, right? But it's crazy as hell because this interview on Drink Champs pissed off a lot of people, right? Also, elsewhere in the interview, you know, Irv Gotti was still saucy, but he basically called Mike Geronimo a bitch-ass nigga.
Geronimo, hey, watch this. Here's an answer for you. Fuck that bitch-ass nigga. Come on, nigga, man.
He goes, fuck that bitch ass nigga. He's slow in his words. You could tell that he's drunk, right? And basically he goes on to say that Mike Geronimo didn't believe in him back in the early 90s, right? He said, yeah, you wanted to mess with Large Professor and Pete Rock, but you ain't want to mess with me, right? Which was crazy as hell because Mike Geronimo, if y'all don't know, Mike Geronimo was supposed to be like a Jay-Z back in the day, right? He came out around the same time as Nas and Carmega and a bunch of people like that, but Mike Geronimo, he never really popped off like he should have, right? The whole situation is that Mike Geronimo saw this and actually responded to Irv Gotti.
So I saw the sucker ass shit on Drink Champs and shit very quickly. The bitch ass nigga shit I don't even get, bro, cause I've never heard you talk this way, and if you do, that's some brand new shit, let alone refer to me, nigga. And mind you, I put my mind, body, and soul on the line for you more than once in life, nigga. I can't say you done the same for me. We not cut the same, we not built the same. Another reason, since you want to get to it about why a nigga didn't want to fuck with you, it's because I smelled you as a sucker from 1,000 feet away.
So Mike Geronimo's like, listen, you better keep my name out your mouth. And the reason why I didn't mess with you is not because I didn't think you was gonna be successful. Shout out to you, you're dope, you're successful, okay, that's cool. But really and truly, your beats were whack is what Mike Geronimo said, right? He even said, look, I used maybe like 2 or 3 of your beats and then that was it, man. I wasn't feeling what you was trying to bring to me, right? He also said like, calling me a bitch ass nigga, that's wild because you never spoke like that before. I can't believe you speaking like this now. I don't put my mind, spirit, and my body on the line for you, and I know you're not like that, is what Mike Geronimo said to Irv Gotti, right? The whole situation is crazy, and Irv Gotti has not responded to anybody after this Drink Champs interview. He probably won't. Yes, he was drunk, but he also said a lot of shit that he probably wanted to get off his chest for a while. But let me know what y'all think about this in the comments.